Welcome, West Valley Ram fans, to another night of football up here on Zier Road. This is Mike Moore, alongside my broadcast partner for tonight's game, Dr. Demo David Moore, back in the booth. Missed last week's affair versus Moses Lake, but happy to have you back, Dave. And we'll get that video up shortly. We having a couple technical difficulties, but I think we got it figured out. And so we're going a little bit old school here, and so just some play-by-play for you. But thanks for tuning in as we get set for the CBBN playoffs on the line, Demo.
Yeah, big game today. Last game of the season. We saw the seniors come out here, both for the band and then, of course, for the football team as well. But West Valley coming into tonight, 4-4 overall, just 1-4 in the Columbia Basin Big Nine, and that's good for 6th in the district. But lo and behold, a win here tonight against Wenatchee could force a 3-team playoff with Eisenhower and this Wenatchee Panthers squad, and assuming West Valley wins tonight. And so all three of those teams vying for that 4th crossover spot in the Columbia Basin Big Nine. And if Rams win tonight, that would necessitate a Kansas tiebreaker, which would be played between the three schools on Tuesday at Quincy High School. So a lot on the line here, a potential playoff spot and moving on to the next level here at Clayson Field tonight.
As we mentioned, we're working on the video, so that should be up shortly. But Rams take the field, traditional red jerseys here on senior night. They're white bottoms, and Wenatchee, their white road jerseys, purple bottoms, yellow helmets. Wenatchee kicking west to east here at Zier Road. And a little pooch kick to the 32-yard line. And Rams will have it, decent field position up to the 38. But looking to build on some of the momentum they saw early on in that first half, Dave, versus Wenatchee, able to move the football. And quarterback Ben Beardenfall, his 3rd start of the season. Looking forward to seeing what he can do here versus this Wenatchee defense.
Yeah, just a sophomore coming in, 5'10", 155 pounds. Beardenfall coming 21 of 46, 259 yards. 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Of course, led West Valley that first game of the season at Walla Walla victory, and then seeing him sporadically. And, of course, the start, as you mentioned, Mike, last week at Moses Lake, a loss 47-13 against the 7th state-ranked Moses Lake.
First down play, high snap. Beardenfall drops it, is able to fall on it. But a loss of about 13 on first down, so Rams push themselves back into a hole here early, and they got their work cut out on their first possession of this ball game.
A little bit of jitters there from the sophomore quarterback. Snap was a little high. Beardenfall just unable to handle it, and that's going to put them way back to about their 26-yard line. So going in the wrong direction here to start this football game, but Beardenfall just trying to get his legs underneath him here.
2nd down and 23. A handoff over the right side to Enciso, rolls out of a tackle. And Enciso with an 8-yard gain on 2nd down. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 15 here. Rams need to get up close to midfield at the 47-yard line. Ball currently spotted at the 34. Offense quick to the line as Rams make a substitution. Beardenfall with Enciso in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. Standing at his own 29-yard line, drops back, little 5-step drop, looking over the middle, has a receiver open. Almost caught. Boy, coming across the middle, Dalton Hargraves had it, got popped. Still thought he was going to come down with the reception at the 45. Would have been a first down, but that brings up the punt team for West Valley. Man, I thought he was going to come down with that, Demo.
Nice throw from Beardenfall, just a drop back, good protection up front, and fired on the post pattern. Hargraves wanted that post route, hit him in the shoulder, and he caught it looked like, but got popped by the safety, as you mentioned, Mike, and just kind of bobbled the ball. You thought he might have came down with it, but it goes incomplete. 4th and long, obvious punting situation here for West Valley to open up this football game.
Fake punt. Rams are going to get a first down at the 48-yard line. Still rumbling down to the 38. Eric Campos with the reception for West Valley, the sophomore on special teams. Huge play for the Rams.
Why not? Last game of the season, playoffs on the line. You've struggled a little bit on offense all year, looking for a little bit of spark here from head coach Ryan Scott in this offense, and that could just be exactly what they needed. The fake punt goes over the left side, wide open on the pass play reception, and I'm doing the math here. That's about a 30-yard pickup from what I see to put them at about the 37-yard line of Wenatchee.
Handoff, and Cecil with a nice cut. A 4-yard pickup up to the 35. Yeah, huge play for the Rams on special teams. Haven't seen that a whole lot, but after that first high snap, I think the whole Wenatchee defense bid on that, Dave, and a good job selling it by Nolan Armenta back on punt duties again for the Rams.
I think that's the first fake punt attempt we've seen all year, Mike. That's from what I can remember.
Ooh. Another high snap over Biedenfall's head. He grabs it this time, chucks it out of bounds. But nice job by the athletic Biedenfall, just a sophomore, grabbing that ball, composing himself. Didn't spend a whole lot of time looking downfield under pressure, and just gets it out. Lived to play another day here. 3rd down and 7.
That would have been a big loss, too. Very similar to the first play of the game. Just a high snap. Biedenfall unable to handle it. Got it, set his feet, and threw it out of bounds for the incompletion. Smart play by the young sophomore.
Biedenfall, quick drop, looking out to the side. He's got a receiver open. Wow. Sam Summers just outside of his reach. Not a bad throw from Ben, but Sam kind of making an over-the-shoulder Willie Mays-style basket catch, trying for it. Little awkward position, but, man, thought he was going to come down with it. And definite 4th down territory here for head coach Ryan Scott in this West Valley offense. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line, and Ciso in the backfield. Hard count. Trying to get a couple freebies off of this aggressive Wenatchee defense. Single receiver on the near side. 2 receivers to Biedenfall's left. Got Ortiz blocking. And another pass out into the flat. Caught. West Valley.
Horrible spot.
Oh, boy.
No
Dalton
way.
Hargraves. Let's see what happens here.
Wow. Thought he got that and the forward momentum. Referee gives him a horrible spot as he goes backwards. But if you give him forward momentum, I thought he had that first down. Nice throw from Biedenfall. The out route, about an 8-yard out route, go to the sticks. I thought he had the first and then kind of got pushed backward. Referee not giving him the first down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs by about half of a yard. So Wenatchee going to take over on their own 29-yard line. Again, very impressed by the throwing accuracy of Biedenfall, putting it right on the receiver's shoulder pads again. That's 3 passes, 2 of them going incomplete. This one able to be brought in just about half a yard short. And so this will be the first look we get from head coach Scott Devereaux and his offense, quarterback by number 6, Jacob Devereaux, 5'10", 170-pound senior, and he will fake the running play and a little pitch option to number 30, Finn Matheson, over the right side. That's going to be a gain of about 20 yards on first down. Had the initial fullback dive covered, had the quarterback covered, but Matheson able to get the pitch from Devereaux and sneak over to the right for a gain of 20 and a first down. Wenatchee moving it across midfield, ball on about the 49-yard line of West Valley now, as Devereaux will slow things down and go into a traditional huddle here and breaks the line. This Wenatchee offense led by number 25, Jack Flugie, coming in second in the conference in rushing with over 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. And he will get the ball over to the left side, and he gets hit early about the 2, but falls over for about a 7-yard gain, just kind of pushing the pile on first down. That'll bring up second and let's call it 4 here for Wenatchee. Of course, coached by longtime head coach for the Panthers, Scott Devereaux, his 20th season coaching out there, and earlier today announced his retirement. Kind of a bad-kept secret, of course. I think everyone around the league knew that was coming, but his son, quarterbacking Jacob Devereaux, will graduate this year, and Scott calling it quits after his son gets done with high school as well. Was hired to replace Doug Preston back in 2004 after being an assistant. And an estimated 800 student athletes have played under Devereaux's tutelage in the 20 years. Of course, won the Big Nine in 2013 and 14. So quite a resume for Scott Devereaux. And this may be his last season game. We'll see. Maybe a playoff on Tuesday. But, you know, these players know last regular season game for their coach, and they're going to be bringing everything they have here on Friday night. Shotgun snap. Devereaux rolls right, has an open receiver. That's number 15, Benjamin Cook, the junior, right at the sticks. Flag on the field about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is here. Benjamin Cook coming into tonight, 21 receptions, 223 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's good for 11th in the conference. And this will be a penalty against Wenatchee. So they are not going to get the first down. They're going to pull this one back. Let's see where they mark it off. Spot foul, and they're going to march this back from about the 45. So we'll see where this ends up. A lot of high-powered offense here on this Panthers squad. As the referees call the holding penalty, we'll replay second down. Should be about second and maybe 15 when they march this thing off. We'll see where they spot it up.
Looks like we got that video back up and going for you. Appreciate our one of our crew, Kevin Moore, going and running that for that missing part.
Thank
Actually,
goodness.
his 16th birthday
Yeah,
today,
I was going to
Dave.
say, thank goodness he could drive,
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah, kind of.
What a way to break in your license.
A little serendipity taking over. Second down, 16 coming up on the far side. I think that bounce hit the ground. No call. Completion on the field. A 4-yard pickup.
I think that was Devin Ortiz. Man, he's had a great year at linebacker, 6 foot, 185 pounds. He's going to be in all-league conversation at the end of this season. Been really impressed with him on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, you'll see him at fullback also for the Rams. But, man, just a force. Great lateral movement. That time they tried the quick screen out to the wide receiver. Ortiz fighting through a block and limiting that to a gain of about 4 yards. Going to bring up third and very long, probably – let's call it 3rd and 14 here for the Panthers.
Rams show blitz. Devereaux rolls right, looking for somebody. Gets tattooed. Incomplete. Boy, shot out like a cannon. Arthur Knight, junior, 6'5" lineman. Boy, he closed quick.
He put all 6'5" of that, too, into the quarterback of Devereaux. Man, he had a
clean tackle, too.
Clean shot, put his shoulder into him, but that's a lick to force the punting situation here from the Panthers. Nice stop by this defense.
Rams hold here, and, boy, Dalton Hargraves, tough time coming down with that. Falls on it at the 16. Where this West Valley Ram offense at the helm of sophomore quarterback Ben Beardenfall gets his second opportunity. Picked up a nice first down on a 30-plus yard fake punt, but unable to capitalize on that.
I thought all of his passes, Mike, were right on line. Good accuracy, maybe not a strong bullet arm of Cale Swenson, but, man, he's laying it right in there, nice and smooth, drops back, delivers the ball on time and in rhythm. So very impressed so far from the first drive.
Beardenfall, another high snap, handles it. Little pass out here to Summers. That is incomplete, or complete. A 3-yard pickup. Ben's first completion of the game. Second completion of the game.
Yeah, again, right on time. That's a quick pass play. You want 3-4 yards. Cornerback playing very far off, about 10 yards off the ball. And you're going to play that far off. Nice little quick out route. Beardenfall delivering it on time for a little bit of a pickup.
And Cecil tries to find some running room there on the right side. Hits a wall. No yards. Bring up third down. 8 for West Valley. trying to make it to the playoffs here with a victory over Wenatchee. Needs some help, but possible playoff situation last week if the Rams can get a victory here on senior night at home. And we got some movement up front. The Rams going to get dinged for 5 yards.
3rd and very long now. I don't know if that changes the play calling here from head coach Ryan Scott. These 3rd and long plays deep in your own territory, really don't want to turn over anytime, but especially early in the ball game with a sophomore quarterback. So you don't want to ask him to do too much. Maybe a little screen play right here. They love to run that little dig screen with the wide receiver over the middle and a little conservative pass play and hopefully get into some space and get some yardage here on 3rd and very long.
Beardenfall drops back, looking downfield. That is incomplete. Nearly picked off at the 42-yard line. Pass intended for Ronald Clippert over the middle. But Ben just let his receiver a little bit much there and let one float over the top. Fortunate on that play, but brings out Nolan Armenta and the punt team.
Yeah, good arm throw. You know, that thing went about 30, 40 yards in the air. Nice clean throw. Just overthrew him a little bit on the post pattern. Wide receiver moving left to right and a little bit over the top. Almost intercepted. Wide receiver had to play a little bit of defense there to break that up. 4th down here for the Rams, punting situation.
I think may have a false start here. Oh, Rams jump the line. Going to push them back half the distance. So they're going to be back another couple yards here to about the 9-yard line. Nolan Armenta now stands 2 yards deep. And West Valley's end zone. See if we can get a nice punt and a Ram roll. So Wenatchee sends 2 back. 5:05 to go, first quarter action here at Zier Field. Wobbly kick. That's handled at the 45. Boy, there's a couple Rams right around him. These coaches up here in the box, Demo, did not like that one.
Yeah, a little of a risky play there. Ball just kind of floating. Not a great punt by Armenta, but does get a little bit of yardage out of it. And so Wenatchee in business here. Very good field position on West Valley's side of the ball.
Rams, second series on defense. Did a nice job of stopping Wenatchee. Had a little bit of momentum. Rams tightened things up a little bit. We're going to move this ball forward up to about the 29-yard line where it will be spotted. So Wenatchee, even better field position here. Jacob Devereaux hands it off. 5-yard gain up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Jack Flugie, again, this guy is a horse, 6'3", 240-pound senior. Also was seen at defensive line. He's also an all-state wrestler. This kid, one of the best in the conference. He'll be an all-league player at the end of this season. And just trucking that. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, but just kind of forced his way up for a nice 5-yard gain on first down.
Devereaux drops back, taking a shot up top. Has a receiver, but overthrows him. Sam Summers on coverage, giving up a couple steps there, but Devereaux unable to connect.
He wanted a little slanting corner, the double move there, and just overthrew him a little bit. Want that outside shoulder, tough pitch and catch, the slant, and then the out route just let him a little too much. Had some space, had the open receiver, but just a little too far. Big third down play here for this West Valley squad.
4:16, first quarter action. Thank you for joining us here on the Rams Bighorn Network. Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo. Little Demo, David Moore on the camera tonight. Devereaux under pressure. He's going to try and get outside. We got a flag down. Devereaux finally wrangled and lassoed to the ground. But, man, Nick Gomez had him dead for rights.
Yeah, just skirted right around Nick Gomez. Thought he was going to get picked up with the block, and so went inside. Devereaux sneaks outside, but a nice tackle out there to force. I'm going to give him a sack on that, but West Valley is going to take the yardage. Instead of bringing up 4th and about 6, they're going to march this thing backwards 10 yards after the holding call. So that's going to bring up 3rd and let's call it 15 there. Head coach Ryan Scott not wanting a 4th and mid-range, so they're going to move this back a little bit.
.408 CBBN action from Clayson Field. Thanks for joining us. Rams giving up good field position here to Wenatchee on Wenatchee's second drive of the game. Tightening up on defense, 3rd down and long. See if we can get a stop here. Rams showing blitz. Gomez coming. Devereaux with time. Gets rid of it. Over the middle. Noah Soptic on defense out there breaking it up. The sophomore coming up big on 3rd down. And I think the Panther punt team is coming out to the field. Huge play for West Valley.
Just a straight seam route. You had 4 wide receivers all doing fly routes. Soptic playing center field. He's done a great job as a sophomore. I'm excited to watch this kid for another 2 more years. Soptic has come up with big plays in multiple games, that time breaking up the long pass play. That was in the end zone and forces the punt. West Valley having a little trouble with personnel, figuring it out on this punting situation. Ryan Scott's going to have to burn a timeout here rather than take the penalty, and they're going to talk about it a little bit.
We'll take a break on the Bighorn Network. No score here on senior night for the Rams. We are back here. Live action. Panthers. Boy,
Oh, he's over.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
The official
What?
was right there, Demo. That far official had him, man. I think that kid made a great play.
Ooh.
Towed the line, threw it back. I don't know
Wow.
how you do it much better.
Wow, very impressive if he was able to keep that in. I thought he was falling into the end zone.
See if this official was right on it on that far side on the goal line, man. Woo. Boy, just tiptoeing.
Yeah, I think they're talking about it right now, and, man, sure looked like from up here we don't have the best angle.
The Rams got their work cut out. They find themselves on about the half-yard line to start this drive.
Wow, tough call here for West Valley. Thought they might have got the touchback.
That's
But
on
I
about
think
the
that's
2-inch yard
yeah,
line.
pretty
That
close
is well
here.
inside the one. Beardenfall about 5-6 yards deep, and Ciso. Oh, snap over the head of Beardenfall, and that is going to be a Wenatchee safety. So they strike first, 2 points on the board for the Panthers here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time so far in this football game. That snap just way high. Beardenfall just not much to do. That snap is just going right over his head. And, of course, Ben just 5'10", but still, I feel like those snaps are a little bit tall. I don't think that's his fault, kind of missing those. He's doing his best to get his hands up and get the ball, but that's going to cost them 2 points, and they're going to have to kick this thing off to Wenatchee. But again, I think it was the punt, Mike, that kind of turned the tide here and forced them into that situation. Beautiful punt and downed by the punting team, and 2 points on the board.
3:23 to go. Rams going to punt from their 25-yard line following the safety. Nolan Armenta out there ready to go. Oh, check that. You got Braden Idris out there. Took on some punting duties last week. Did a nice job. Well, Braden going to let one rip for the Rams here in the first quarter following these safety. Braden gets a nice high punt. And it is bobbled at midfield. But not a bad punt from Braden. Has a much higher punt than Nolan Armenta. We saw that in the last game, Dave. He had some boomers.
Yeah, another look for quarterback Jacob Devereaux. We've seen him, Mike, the past couple of years starting here for this Panther squad. Coming into tonight, 89 to 152, 1,066 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's good for actually third in the conference in passing. We haven't seen it much tonight, but they're going to have to air this thing out at some points as well.
And off over the right side, 5-yard pickup. First down for Wenatchee.
Feel like we're going to hear Jack Fluge's name a number of times tonight. We mentioned over 500 yards, second in the conference. And he's going to be doing the dirty work in between the tackles. Again, just picks up 5 yards using nothing but muscle right up front.
Showing blitz. Fluge up the middle. I think he's going to be just shy of that first down marker. Maybe by about a half yard, third down and short coming up.
Yeah, you kind of feel like he can clip off 4 or 5 yards anytime he wants, averaging over 4 yards a carry this season.
Devereaux gets the snap, hands it to Fluge. Boy, this time he is met at the line but falls forward with that big frame to pick up the first down. Only needed to get a yard, picked up 2. Ball now right there, middle of the field at the 40-yard line.
Just the second first down here for this Panthers squad. The first one coming on the first play of the game on that option run. And so far, West Valley has been very stingy on defense, almost stopping them there on third down. Just gets about an extra yard to move the chains. We've seen that so far this whole season, though, Mike. This defense, man, they just kind of give up a little bit of yardage, but they have really come up big all year when it counts.
Trying to get outside, and does for about a 3-yard pickup. Rams had him touched in the backfield, unable to bring him down.
Yeah, I think that was Devin Ortiz in the backfield on the blitz, came from the outside, had him in the backfield for half of a second. But a good job by number 30, Finn Matheson. He, of course, clipped off the big 20-yard run on the first play of the game. Just a junior. He'll take over running duties next year when Fluge graduates, 5'9", 170 pounds.
Second down and 6. Devereaux, quick pass out into the flat. Nice play for the Panthers. And that is going to be a first down.
That's going to be Alex Brender, the senior wide receiver. Nice out route, just go to the sticks. And from that sort of flex position there on the right side, and a little out route, finding some space. Good throw by Devereaux, good timing for a pickup of about 10 and a first down.
Rams showing blitz again, but jumping through the line and called for the penalty, encroachment. the Rams here. So Wenatchee going to pick up 5. 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. But Wenatchee deep inside West Valley territory trying to put up some boards. Some points here on the board. Already up 2 on a safety last possession. Ball snapped over Ben Beardenfall's head into the back of the end zone. And Flugie gets hit. Boy, thought he had it. Now,
ooh, there it
wrapped
is.
up and dropped.
There's our boy again, Devin Ortiz. Man, they had Flugie in the backfield that came up and picked up Devereaux on the option, and this time Devin Ortiz cleans it up on the outside. Again, great lateral quickness from this kid. We mentioned him early in the broadcast, breaking off from that linebacker position. A little spin move to try and get out of it, but Ortiz wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Second down.
This whole
6 here.
This whole linebacking squad, Mike, as we end the first quarter, but these linebackers have been impressive all year.
That is the end of the first quarter. Rams down 2-0 here on senior night. Wenatchee deep inside their territory. So West Valley's got their work cut out for them when we come back from the break. We are back here, start of the second quarter. Panthers knocking on the Rams' door as Flugie gets a handoff over the middle. 4-yard pickup, bring up third down and short. They're just going to keep going to the well all night long, it seems like, on that, Demo.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? This kid is a truck there, and they use him to his skills. A big boy, good balance, even running in between the tackles. He's a wrestler. He loves kind of being inside, tough to bring down. He just clips off 3-4 yards, even with contact in between the tackles. And so you hand it to Flugie a number of times, and that also opens up the flats on passes or those option plays, as we've seen early in this football game as well. So Scott Devereaux knows what he's doing here with his senior running back.
Again, over the right side, Flugie picks up 8 up to the 10-yard line. The Panthers
driving here. This is going to be the 9th play of the drive. 3 first downs so far. Been mostly on the ground. Had the 1 first down pass play on the out route. Otherwise, it's been Jack Flugie for the most part, and just kind of wearing down this West Valley defense as they're inside the 10-yard line here, marching on the door. Ooh, there you go.
met at the line. That time, Flugie going nowhere.
Again, Devin Ortiz, number 21, you can see him just flash from the side. This kid finds space anywhere and moves left to right, maybe quicker than any player in the conference. We've seen him do it all year. And again, just kind of shooting the legs of Jack Flugie. I think that's what you got to do to that bruiser in between the tackles. You got to get him low, get those legs wrapped up for about no gain.
Pass over the middle. That's going to be a Panther touchdown. And 6 on the board for Wenatchee.
Yeah, again, we mentioned it. You hand it to Jack Fluge enough times, and that opens up the play action. Hayden Riley, number 4, the senior tight end, 6 foot, 190 pounds, just sort of sneaks out there. Not bad defense, had some defenders in the area, but Devereaux just laying it right over the top, and Riley with the touchdown of about 10 yards out. And that's going to be 8-0 Wenatchee Panthers with the extra point ensuing.
10:07 to go, first half on senior night. It is cold out here on the hill at Zero Road. Encroachment on the Rams. Extra point pending.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 penalties on this Rams team. That's the second on defense. Trying to clean that up here a little bit in the first half, as that extra point is going to be no good. Shanked to the left, so the score will remain a 1-score football game as we get another look at this West Valley offense. And I think if you're head coach Ryan Scott, you've done a little trickery there with the fake punt. Maybe put in a couple of trick plays if you can get some field position behind you. We've seen a little bit of a drop back, good passes from Ben Beardenfall earlier in this game, just trying to bring him in from the wide receiver position, but giving his wide receivers a shot. So far, haven't seen much of running back Devin Enciso, one of the best in the conference as well, coming into tonight. 68 attempts, 344 yards, 6th in the conference. We've seen a couple of his spin moves earlier in this football game as well, and I think if you're going to get this offense going, you got to have a running game between Enciso and, of course, A.J. Kelly Nash as well. So we'll see what head coach Ryan Scott wants to do to try and equalize this game. 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Wenatchee up 8-0 off the play-action pass from Devereaux to tight end Hayden Riley. And, of course, the safety when West Valley pinned on their own 1-yard line. The snap going over Beardenfall's head for the safety. Wenatchee taking the football, driving right down the field with a 10-play drive for the score to put us at 8-0, with West Valley getting this football back. Going to be fielded by number 24, Devin Enciso. He's going to break to the right side. A little bit of a block in the black. I didn't see any call from the official, and he throws it way late, and now it comes in. And so that's going to put West Valley back even farther here. Good run back from Enciso. Going to be negated by the block in the back. Referee right on top of it, just a little late on the call there. Searching for his flag, I think. So we'll see where they spot this football, as Beardenfall going to lead this offense out once again. Of course, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, West Valley just 1-4 in the conference, but a win tonight would put them in a tie for 4th place between Wenatchee and Eisenhower and force a 3-team playoff Tuesday at Quincy High School. So West Valley 1 win away from moving on into the postseason. And standing in their way, these Wenatchee Panthers need to get this offense going here. If you're head coach Ryan Scott, of course, first year as head coach, taking over for head coach Dan Iman, who spent 7 seasons at West Valley, 40 years coaching overall for head coach Iman. He's still around in the stands. See him at these football games. Can't ever give it up for good. Beardenfall going to hand off to, I believe that's number 11, Antonio Barajas over in the backfield. Barajas, again, will mix in with A.J. Kelly Nash and Enciso running the football, a good 3-headed monster that they've gone to throughout this season. And the look is, I think Enciso and Barajas both in the backfield. A little bit of a new look from this West Valley offense. We've seen Devin Ortiz in that fullback position, but pistol formation, shotgun formation from Beardenfall. He's going to drop back to pass now, the pump, and he's going to try and double move, and the center fielder for Wenatchee right there, not fooled by the double move at all. Almost an interception by number 2, Michael McPherson, the senior safety, right there over the top. Beardenfall looking again for that post route. Kind of the second time it's almost been intercepted. The wide receiver kind of having to turn in to a defensive back on the play. I believe that was number 1, Dalton Hargraves there, I want to say, and just kind of broke it up. Might have been number 9, Ronald Clippard. Couldn't quite see. Again, back to pass. Floats this one up. And again, almost intercepted by Ernie Velasquez, the linebacker, right on top of it. West Valley fortunate there to get away without a turnover. 2 straight pass incompletions, and this will force West Valley to another potential 3 and out in a 4th down punting situation for the Rams.
West Valley, tough series there. Couple of passes nearly intercepted. Fortunate to get out of this. Nolan Armenta on. Standing at his 3-yard line. 9 minutes remaining here. First half action. Clean snap. Nolan gets off a line drive punt from the 45. Going backwards. And tackled. Nice job on coverage. Devin Ortiz, Nick Gomez out there. Nick on the tackle. So nice job there for the Rams. Panthers going to have the ball right about the 48-yard line.
Going to ask this defense for another stop. They've kept West Valley in a number of football games this year, struggling on offense for the better part of the season, but this defense has been pretty good, led by this linebacking core.
A run up the middle as Flugie finds yardage, the 9-yard variety on first down, second down. 3 coming up.
Good tackle by A.J. Kelly Nash. Again, you got to go for the legs of this kid. He's too big to go up top. Kelly Nash knows this, just clipping the legs out from underneath him. Still, though, a gain of about 6 yards on first down.
Wenatchee, little motion here. Rams show blitz. I think they got the Panthers to jump. That'll be false start. Nice job of the Rams. Showing blitz.
Now that's the 3rd penalty on this offense. 2 holds and then that false start for 25 yards. Been helping this defense out a little bit. 2nd and about 8 coming up. We'll take it for sure.
Clock rolling here. 8:20. Second quarter action. Senior night on Zier Field. Devereaux gets rid of it. Under pressure, A.J. Kelly Nash. Looked a little banged up down there after that last defensive series, Dave. A.J. in that right-handed mitt. And just kind of limping around on the sideline, but able to close on Devereaux and force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. We love him. He's been our player of the game a number of times. Born Montana boy, hunting and fishing. Known as the Hitman by coaches and teammates, and I don't blame him. Almost played one right there on Devereaux.
Big 3rd down coming up for this West Valley defense. A little screen. Rams sniff it out. And there he is, A.J. Kelly Nash.
Yeah, I think if you're going to move the needle in this football game, it's got to be led by this linebacking core, and it's exactly what they're doing. Punting situation here for Wenatchee's. They're bringing their punt squad out, but if you're this defense, man, this is right around the field position where you have to be conscious of the fake. 4th and about, let's call it 6 yards here, Mike.
Rams may have jumped. No, I don't see any flags, Demo. So we'll just call it a great jump on that.
Still a nice punt. That's the second beautiful punt we've seen. Ball out around I think they're going to mark it, let's call it about the 15-yard line there, Mike. And another nice punt using the sideline, putting it right there, and they're going to mark it, scratch that. Let's call it maybe the 16-yard line. So some nice punts here from this Wenatchee special teams.
First down coming up for the Rams. 5th possession of this ball game for West Valley. I'd like to put some points on the board here. As Devin Anciso trying to weave his way through traffic. Makes something out of nothing. Contact in the backfield, but Devin always finds a way to get positive yardage and 5-yard pickup.
Again, I don't think we've mentioned it, but Anciso, just a sophomore. I mean, this kid only 5'6", 170 pounds, still has some growing to do. It'll be exciting to watch him for the next 2 years as well. He'll be a focal point of this offense moving forward for the next few years. I'm sure Ryan Scott's excited about that. He's had a great sophomore season. Maybe an honorable mention all-league player. We'll see what happens at the end of the year, but so far he's been really impressive on this offense.
Quick pass to Seth Woodcock, or that's Dalton Hargraves on the reception. Seth out front blocking. And Rams pick up a first down, move the sticks here up to the 26-yard line.
Hargraves snatched that one off the turf, too. Ball a little bit low by Beardenfall. Beautiful catch by Hargraves, just picking that one up off the grass and then getting enough to move the chains.
A hole for Anciso over the right side, closes quickly as he is wrestled to the ground. But a 3-yard pickup. And again, Anciso gets that contact, but able to find yardage consistently.
I think you got to run the football here. You can't get away from it. Sophomore quarterback, under center. You have to be able to run the football and open up some flat and open up some deep passing plays.
Beardenfall.
Nice catch.
Finds Woodcock on a little timing route. And that is another West Valley first down out to the 44-yard line. Rams on the march. 5:50 to go here in the second quarter.
Really impressed by Beardenfall right there. Good timing, knew right where he wanted to go, read the defense, steps up, delivers a throw, nothing fancy, just puts it on target, pick up a 10, move the chains.
Under pressure, a little dig screen to Anciso. He gets caught from behind, fighting forward. Forward progress is going to give him out about a 6-yard pickup, almost to midfield. And I think they're going to end up spotting this right at the 50-yard line stripe.
Beardenfall, good touch on that pass. You suck those defenders in and then dump it right over the top. Anciso turning it upfield for a gain of 6.
Quick drop.
There it is.
And
oh, boy.
Dalton Hargraves kind of bobbles it as he's going forward. He's still fighting for yardage up across the 35-yard line. Finally tackled down at the 33.
Beardenfall, nice pass right there on the money. And you said it, Mike, just kind of bobbled up in the air. Thought he might drop it. I think they would have called that a fumble had that gone down. But move the chains again. That's 4 first downs in this football game. And the best drive of the night here for West Valley. Their 7th play of the drive coming up.
West Valley Panthers want to talk about things as the Rams are on the march. 5:08 to go in the second quarter here on the Bighorn Network. We are back to action here. 5:08 to go. Coming out of a timeout. First down and 10. Rams on the march Ball at the 32-yard line. Beardenfall drops back.
Uh-oh.
Over the top. Ball is tipped. Sam Summers stays with it. And that is a Ram completion down to the 14-yard line.
A lot of traffic there on the near sideline. Had trips wide receivers and just a little crossing route. Wanted the outside receiver, but the corner stayed and almost intercepted that ball. Tipped it up right into the receiver's hands of West Valley for about another 18-yard gain. Beardenfall in business inside the red zone.
Beardenfall again drops back. Looking over the middle. That is a West Valley Ram touchdown.
You bet.
Sam Summers coming down with it. Had 2 Panthers on him and makes the catch. Rams pull within 2. Extra point pending here.
6 completions in a row on that drive by Beardenfall, finding his feet here in the first half. Started out a little rocky. The safety from the 1-yard line, a couple of runs on that drive, but otherwise it was all Ben Beardenfall. Again, not the strongest arm in the business perhaps, but just laying it right there over the top. Beautiful 14-yard pitch and catch for the touchdown.
West Valley setting up for an extra point to pull within 1. Nolan Armenta on. Kick is up. Waiting for the call here. I believe it is good.
Woo.
And we get the signal. So Rams put 7 on the board here in the second quarter. Senior night. We're going to take a short break. Come back to this. Mike Moore alongside of Dr. Demo David Moore. Welcome back here to Zero Road, Clayston Field. Cold, crisp night for football, but Rams heating up on offense. Pull within 1. Ben Beardenfall, Sam Summers, touchdown connection.
Beardenfall 6 of 6 for 72 yards on that drive. 8 plays, 84 yards. And again, we mentioned Beardenfall, maybe a little bit of luck there on a couple of those, but putting it right in the spots of his receivers, finding some open men, and that last 14-yard touchdown, just a beautiful throw right over the top.
Pooch kick at the 40. Oh. And hammered down by Devin Ortiz, who came in a little high. I don't think it was intentional.
Wow, great spot.
But the up back kind of dropped down, and Ortiz just hammered him over the top.
Yeah, they gave him a pretty good spot there at the. I think they marked
he deserved it. He got tattooed.
I agree. I would give him that. Maybe give him an extra yard. I think he deserved it. You're right, Mike. But Wenatchee going to start. Pretty good field position once again, about the 43-yard line.
See if we can get a stop here. 4:42. Get the ball back. Put some more points on the board heading into halftime. Need this victory to keep your playoff hopes alive. Devereaux rolls out to his right. Josiah Waters coming out like a cannon with the sack.
You bet. Man, this linebacking squad, we mentioned it already, but, Devin Ortiz, Josiah Waters, A.J. Kelly-Nash, I would put these 3 up against anyone in the conference. And Josiah Waters, man, you saw the speed right there. Devereaux thought he could get the corner on him. Waters just too fast. The senior linebacker, 6 foot, 180 pounds. Of course, the second team Columbia Basin Big 9 linebacker last year. Going to be in the conversation again this year as well.
Second down. Devereaux taking a shot. Boy, Sam Summers got turned around, and just like that, Panthers make up for it in a big way on a huge connection.
Oof, man, someone just got turned around a little bit, wanted inside, turned outside, never had the receiver. It was a little double move. He faked the slant and went out, and Summers just unable to kind of catch back up. A big pass play there turns the momentum right around for the Panthers.
First down, handoff over the left side. Rams do a nice job of holding strong there and keeping that to just about a 3 or 4 yard pickup. Second down and 7 coming up for West Valley. And an interesting night up here in the booth for the broadcast crew as Dr. Demo doing a little spillage. Tried to boost you up on that other. May have jinxed you there, Dave. Handoff over the middle. Nice job there up front by the Rams. On the bottom of the pile, James Bolin. Had a little A&W root beer spill here in the second quarter, but
yeah, it's been a long year, man.
Third down, Rams need this. See if we can get a big play.
There it is.
There it is.
You bet.
Forcing a decision here. I think you got to go for it. 2:36, clock moving. You're going to big play coming up on fourth down. Wenatchee needs to get it across the 35 down to about the 34, maybe 33-yard line. Ball right now spotted on the 42. I was wondering if we'd have a timeout here, and we do, as head coach Scott Devereaux wants to talk about things on this big fourth down play. 2:18 to go here, first half on the Bighorn Network. All right, here we go. Fourth down and 4 coming up. Rams need it big. 2:18 to go here in the first half. Wenatchee could see a hard count here.
Yeah, don't jump
call
off
from the
sides.
sidelines. You want to be aggressive, but you can't jump. High snap.
Ooh.
Pass. And that is short.
Oh, no, flag. Thank you.
Oh.
You betcha. Absolutely. Good coverage. And I want to say that's
Short pass. I don't even think that was catchable. It was 5, 10, 6 yards short.
I want to say that was Clippard out there on the outside, or it might have been number 2, Sam Summers. Again, got burned on the post corner a little bit earlier. This time staying right with the wide receiver on fourth down, turning his head around. You can't draw it up any better than that if you're a defensive backs coach. Sam Summers, huge play, turnover on downs. West Valley, a little bit of time to work with here, 2 minutes, 12 left to go in the half.
Plenty of time for this West Valley defense led by sophomore Ben Beardenfall, who's finding himself in rhythm. He's going to keep it, tuck it, breaks a tackle,
Woo.
Gets hogtied and lassoed down at the 48-yard line, but they're going to give him a first down. Clock stops at 2:03 for the chains to move.
The 7th first down here for the Rams squad. Beardenfall up quick to the line.
Calls for it. And a Dalton Hargrave dig screen with some yardage and some blockers out front across the 40-yard line. Dalton Hargrave's down to the 37. Rams on the move here. 1:45 to go. Another big play for West Valley. looking to take the lead here on senior night. Beardenfall drops back.
Uh-oh.
Wants a target. Oh, tip. Thought we might have another one as Sam Summers was in the vicinity of that tip pass. Just a low throw for Ben there, but time to take a breath.
Beardenfall had some room in front of him, too. Thought he was going to tuck that football and run it once again. Nobody in front, but the linebacker, I think that was number 4, Hayden Riley, who had the touchdown earlier in the football game, almost with the interception right there.
Second down trips near side, and Ciso in the backfield. Beardenfall going to roll out. Takes a shot, and a nice play by Seth Woodcock, the junior receiver. Gets 2 feet in, only needs the 1, but knows exactly where the sticks are, exactly where the sideline is, and that's a veteran move.
Man, still a minute 24 left to go on the clock. You said it, Mike. They did have enough time. Good job stepping up in the pocket by Beardenfall. Delivers a nice throw to the sideline, stopping the clock as well.
Panthers show blitz, picked up by Enciso. Man, taking a shot, but not sure if Enciso's going to get called here for chop block. He might.
Yeah, you saw the blitz there going early and had almost a free shot through that A gap. Enciso had to come in and pick him up. Just went a little bit too low there, and I think they're going to get him for a kind of a chop block there in the backfield. So that's going to put West Valley back quite a bit here. Still first down.
Ball going to be spotted back at about the 34-yard line on that 10-yard penalty. 107. Plenty of time here. West Valley, 2 timeouts for head coach Ryan Scott.
I've just been really impressed with Beardenfall. Just a sophomore, been commanding the game really well, delivering some accurate passes as they move the ball.
Beardenfall takes a shot downfield. Woo! Has Seth Woodcock open at the 8-yard line. Rams another first down inside the 10.
You bet. That's a 10th first down. Beardenfall, chop block, so what? And Ryan Scott's going to talk about it here. He is hot, ladies and gentlemen. A 25-yard pass play to take over the penalty and move the chains once again. West Valley first and goal.
Beardenfall feeling it here on Zier Road, getting into a rhythm, finding the receivers open. Come on, nice catches on this drive. Dalton Hargraves, a little dig screen. Seth Woodcock, first down reception. Sam Summers getting into the action down deep inside Panther territory. Ryan Scott, a late night last night, had parent duties at Apple Valley Elementary for the Halloween party. He had the tailgate open, handing out candy, had the Ram helmets out there. Pretty awesome, man. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I got put on the chili judge duties for the chili cook-off, but did see Ryan out there. Always great to see the West Valley staff involved in those extracurricular activities at the schools.
Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's how you build a program, Mike, a long-lasting program. I think that's what Ryan Scott's here to do, just a first-year head coach, but trying to get something that lasts a long time.
High snap, and Ciso lowers his shoulder. And just a maybe yard or two pickup. Clock moving inside of a minute now at 50 seconds. Rams substitute and need to get players on off the field quickly here. And now they're going to have to take a timeout. That was just taking too long to develop. 43 seconds. Ryan Scott burns his last one. Seems a little frustrated down there, but
yeah, there was a counter play, and Ciso had room to the outside, but cut it in. That would have been a touchdown there. Maybe if he broke a little bit more laterally, didn't quite see the hole. Just a pickup of 1 or 2 yards on the play. Second and goal, ball on about the, let's call it, 7-yard line. 43 seconds left to go as West Valley burns their last timeout. So I think you got to go to the air here or at least call 2 plays in the huddle. Still plenty of time to put this in the end zone or at least sneak away with some points, but have to be a little bit careful. Sophomore quarterback, need to manage the clock here, lead the offense. You get tackled inbounds, you need to make sure you get everybody back on the ball. Everybody knows what's going on.
Rams, 43 seconds, no timeouts. 2nd and goal. The ball on the 6-yard line, and Cecil in the backfield. Summers and Woodcock on the near side. Looking over the middle.
Betcha.
Seth Woodcock. West Valley Ram touchdown.
Man, what patience right there. Beardenfall, there are a lot of Panthers in that flat. And just a little kind of out route and then cut it back in and find the seam. And absolutely, Sam Summers with the catch on senior night, the 6'1", 175-pound senior with the touchdown to put West Valley on front heading into halftime.
We got a ball game here. Rams take a lead, 13-8. Nolan Armenta on for the extra point. Seth Woodcock on the hold. Clean snap. Get over. It's up, and it is good. Woo. Rams on top. 14-8. We're going to take a quick one here with 39 seconds to go. First half on senior night. We are back here on the Bighorn Network. Ben Beardenfall heating up in this cold, chilly night, unaffected by the crisp air here on Zier Road on the hill. 39 seconds to go. Ben with the second touchdown pass in the first half. The sophomore quarterback, his third start of the year. And Nolan Armenta, little line drive kick, bounces out to 18. Handle, boy, some room. Man, nice job there for the Rams. Kane Chavez with the tackle. Kane, another sophomore. Calling out sophomore names, Dave.
Yeah.
I think this Rams team is just, young. They lost a lot of seniors last year, as everybody in the Ram Nation knows, and you lose that much. You got a little bit of a rebuilding year, new head coach, and you do what you can to stay alive in the CBBN. 33 seconds to go. Devereaux rolls out to his right, going to take a shot, and that is complete. And just like that, Wenatchee Panthers with one timeout have 26 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, picking on Sam Summers out there. Again, the double move. Summers playing about 8-9 yards off of the ball, but just bites down on the little out route, and then the up just can't quite catch up to him. Summers has to realize only 30 seconds left. They're going to try and go deep. Give him that underneath.
Clock starts back under pressure. And we got a whistle blown here. It was a false start, so they're going to reset that clock. Or no, 16.8, sorry. Left to go here.
But on that previous drive, Beardenfall 4 of 6 for 51 yards. He has been as hot as can be to get West Valley back in this football game and now on top, 14-8. Very impressive. You mentioned the youth on this West Valley squad. That's Beardenfall, just a sophomore at quarterback. You have Devin Anciso, the sophomore at running back. And then, of course, Dalton Hargraves, just a freshman at 5'7", 165 pounds. So a lot of youth here, a lot for the future of this squad. A lot to look forward to if you're a West Valley Ram fan, for sure.
So that 5-yard penalty, and they're going to put some time back on the clock here at 22 seconds. So they'll reset that on first down. Panthers with one timeout. Head coach Scott Devereaux. Jacob Devereaux from his 44-yard line. Rams show blitz. Devereaux takes a shot over the middle, and Sam Summers almost comes down with it. Had a beat on it. Thought he was going to pick that off, but that time Sam all over it.
Yeah, Sam got fooled a little bit earlier in the drive. This time not falling for it, just a straight kind of post route. Wanted to go up with it. Summers playing right over the outside shoulder. Thought he had a beat on it to pick that one off, but just got broken up at the last second. And that's understanding the down, understanding the distance and the time on the clock. You give up anything in front of you, ball on about the 39-yard line of West Valley. So
Wenatchee maybe 2 plays left on the clock here with 13 seconds. Devereaux drops back, going to take another shot over the top. Sam Summers this time almost comes down with it again.
Yeah, they're going.
Sam is getting a lot of action out there on the far side of the field tonight.
Yeah, they've obviously seen something on tape. Man, they're really going after number 2 here on the far sideline. About 7 seconds left to go here. Third down and let's call it 15. And again, if you're this West Valley secondary, you're laying back and playing center field. Nothing behind you here. We want to head into halftime here on top.
7.5 seconds on the clock. Devereaux rolls near side. Pass complete. Down to 3 seconds. So Panthers, a lot of yards to cover here with just 3 seconds to go. Time for one more play. Rams not wanting to give up anything big over the top here. I think we got flag coming in. Let's see what this is. False.
Yeah, I didn't quite see that, Mike. Threw that pretty early. Oh, I think they were kind of faking the rush there. I think was the defensive end and just kind of poked his head across the line. I think that was number 65, Braden Idris, just kind of making the rush. That'll cost him 5 yards. So we're going to – Wenatchee still needing a long pass here.
3 seconds on the clock. Rams bringing it, taking a shot over the middle. Incomplete. As the buzzer sounds here to close out the first half. Rams are going to take a 14-8 lead into halftime here on senior night. As we will take a break on the Bighorn Network. This is Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo, David Moore. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
October 25th, 1415 is a day that lives in English warfare history. The Knights under the command of Henry V were outnumbered 3-1 and begging for an almost certain defeat against the French cavalry outside the tiny village of Agincourt, France. The ensuing battle was one of France and France over the King of the English in the 100 Years' War.
Last time we were sitting over there. This one was kind of close to the moon.
Drum majors Soraya Dunstan, Jinyi Wang, and Molly Richardson. Is your band ready? Yeah, take the beat. Jackson!
See which one's on. I know.
job, West Valley Ram Marching Band. And good luck on your competition in Everett tomorrow.
Thanks for sharing your blanket.
We're gonna get, yeah, you're welcome. It's,
Yeah, we stay for halftime and then we're out of here.
yeah, same here, yeah.
cold to stay.
All right, guys. See you later.
See ya.
Have a good night. Varsity.
We are back here on the Bighorn Network. Rams take the lead into halftime, 14-8 on senior night. Dr. Demo, what'd you see there in the first half you liked from this West Valley offense and Ben Beardenfall at the helm?
Yeah, started off the game a little bit slow, a couple snaps going over his head, one for a safety. led the first 4 drives, just 1 pass completions for 3 yards. And then it was all Ben Beardenfall, the sophomore, going on a 7-play, 84-yard drive, goes 6 for 6 for 72 yards for the Rams' first score of the football game. Follows that right up with an 8-play, 63-yard drive, going 4 of 6 for 51 yards. So Beardenfall turning very accurate again. Not incredible arm strength, but just putting that ball right where it needs to go. Good timing, hitting his receivers on the breaks and putting it on their shoulder, and a little bit of luck too, Mike. We've seen a couple of balls kind of go up in the air, some passes that might have been intercepted when actually unable to haul them down, and actually West Valley receivers hauling in some of those as well. So, but Beardenfall looking very impressive here late in the year. Exactly what you want to see from this West Valley offense, but even moving on to the future, Mike, not to look ahead too far, but again, just a sophomore, and I think if you're head coach Ryan Scott, you kind of have your predecessor here for the next couple of years at quarterback, which has to be encouraging if you're a West Valley Ram football fan.
No doubt about it, Dave. And playoffs scenario, I talked to athletic director Jeff Jameson. So West Valley, if they win, they go play a tiebreaker up in Quincy on Tuesday, and that would be against Wenatchee and Eisenhower, Kansas City tiebreak style. They'd have to beat both teams to move on. And a loss, actually, I believe they would play here on Thursday. So definitely want to play on Tuesday, want to be in that driver's seat. Little pooch kick and good field position here to start things off for Wenatchee under the helm of head coach Scott Devereaux announcing his retirement at the beginning of the ball game. Dave, you touched on it, but just a staple there in the Wenatchee community.
You know, we always enjoy going over to Wenatchee as well, Mike. Always treat us with a ton of respect. That whole staff over there, very professional, a very well-run program, over 20 years under the tutelage of Scott Devereaux. And, of course, he's looking to go out in style here, but he will be missed all around the conference. A real professional and built a great program.
Quick pass out in the flat, complete, but Rams close quickly. Sam Summers on the tackle, just about a 4-yard gain for the Panthers on first down. Again, if you're just joining us, just starting out the third quarter here. Rams taking a 14-8 lead into halftime. Get that quarter updated here on the scoreboard for you. 2nd down and 6. Rams showing blitz. Drop back into coverage. And that time met at the line and stopped. No yards to gain.
I think that was number 61, Arthur Knight, the defensive lineman. Man, we've called his name a couple of times, and at 6'5", he's hard to miss out there. Lowers his shoulder, and taking on number 25, Jack Flugie, is no easy task, especially in between the tackles. Knight lowering his shoulder, driving him backwards. Big 3rd down play early in the second half.
Stop right here. Devereaux rolls right on a timing route. That is complete. A nice play there for Wenatchee to pick up that first down right at the midfield stripe. See, just at the 49-yard line of the Rams, so just across midfield.
Again, going after Sam Summers, playing a little bit too far off, 3rd and mid-range. Got to kind of come up just a little bit. Can't play 8 or 9 yards off when it's 5 yards for a first down. A little easy out route, pitch and catch, and move the sticks.
Devereaux, quick pass. That is complete, but hit immediately on the far side. That's Ronald Clippert.
Yeah, I think that was number 6, Noah Soptic,
Noah
coming up
Soptic
from the
out
safety
there.
position. Trips wide receivers on the far side. They send a receiver in motion, and then they just had a little sprint out. Soptic having to come up from that safety position. Good wrap and open field tackle there to kind of lower his shoulder, and that's about a no gain on first down.
2 minutes passed here in the third quarter. The Rams looking to stop Wenatchee on their first possession here, second half. Misdirection.
Uh-oh.
And getting the edge.
Oh.
Finding some running room. That ball's on the ground. Pops out, but he was down. Boy, huge play for Wenatchee there. A little misdirection. Showing a run to Flugie. But an end around and a huge play.
Yeah, another one they ran. That was one of the first plays they ran of this football game. Went for 20 yards. Had a lot of success on that option play. And, again, you have to respect number 25, Jack Flugie, running in between the tackles. And if you're that defensive end, you got to take the quarterback. That means the outside linebacker has to come down and get that option read. That time just got sucked in a little too far and got the corner for a big gain.
Whistles blow. A.J. Kelly Nash gets a little pop in there. Says, hello, Mr. Devereaux. No flag, though. A.J. likes contact, man.
As you can see, he's cast it up there. He doesn't mess around, unable to kind of run the football, too. I think that's something we haven't touched on, Mike, is that, you know, he's been a big part of this offense as well, taking over when Enciso was hurt and Barajas was injured early in the season. It was the A.J. Kelly Nash show behind center with the offensive pass game struggling. And with that hand injury, just unable to do it on offense, but he has not missed a beat on defense, as we've mentioned earlier in the broadcast. This linebacking core, one of the best in the league.
Devereaux tries to find somebody, looks over the middle. That ball is picked off, maybe.
Oh,
no, fighting for it down in the end zone. I'm waiting for a call.
Oh, my goodness.
And that is a touchdown. Panthers. Ronald Clippert had it. Not sure. I mean, it's dead when as soon as he's in the end zone with possession, Demo, the play's dead. But the Wenatchee receiver wrestles it away from him.
The worst part is he didn't make a call either. That the final judge didn't even make a touchdown signal, just kind of stood there. Clippert had the football playing center field right underneath it, and, of course, the receiver just snatched it away. Not sure if they marked him down or with possession, but
a fake punt over on the far side, fake kick, and that is a 2-point conversion. So Wenatchee ties it up. 16-14 here as they take a lead there with a 2-point conversion on the 8-point touchdown play for the Panthers.
Sam Summers just getting kind of sucked in there, as did the rest of us. You saw the holder kind of running to the left. I believe that was Devereaux on the hold for the extra point. Just kind of rolled left. Sam Summers rolling with everyone else and doesn't stay home, and a wide open pass play for the 2-point conversion. Wenatchee up 2. That could turn to be pretty big late in this football game. We'll see how it all works out. But a good play call by that Wenatchee coaching staff. I think everyone in the stadium thought that was a broken play, or at the very least a rush to the left side, and Devereaux just turning around, chucking that thing across the field to a wide open receiver for the 2-point conversion.
Well, West Valley gives up a lead just like that on Wenatchee Panthers' first possession here in the second half. 8:40 on the clock, third quarter.
And almost a turnover too, Mike. That's a huge swing. I mean, man, 8-point swing right there. Thought Clippert had that football and just got turned around just like that. Wenatchee back on top.
Big kick here for the Panthers, fielded at about the 8. And a nice cutback by Josiah Waters as he gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. Rams had a nice second quarter under sophomore Ben Beardenfall. Really got into a rhythm. Able to put some points on the board for West Valley. 2 touchdown passes there in the first half. So Ben gaining a little confidence. His third start of the year. Had a start versus Walla Walla in that first game, and Wenatchee going to get called for encroachment. So Rams going to get 5 yards up to the 35-yard line. But Ben Beardenfall, the senior, or the sophomore, taking over quarterbacking duties here late in the season for the Rams.
Kale Swenson behind center for the majority part of the year. Beardenfall getting his first start against Walla Walla, a 30-0 victory, and then got in that football game against Eisenhower a little bit.
Devin Anciso with a cutback. Anciso through, breaks the edge. Anciso's free around the right side across the 30. We got a flag down at the 47, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, that's going to come all the way back. Easy. Don't break the iPad there watching that replay, Debo.
Man, my goodness, I got to see that. Oof.
Boy. Tough call there as Devin Anciso made a couple jump cuts, found some running room on the far side. But that play is called back due to a holding penalty at the 49-yard line. Rams still are going to have second down and maybe a yard to gain, but a huge play called back. Just been waiting for Devin to break one free. This is going to be first and call it a couple here. 8:13 to go, third quarter. And Ciso, another cut, breaks it on the outside. And Ciso running downhill here early on in the second half.
Absolutely. Dealt with a little bit of an Achilles injury earlier in the year. Had to sit out a couple of football games or he'd be right at the top of the conference in rushing. And, man, great lateral movement. We've seen some beautiful spin moves from this kid as well and just does an amazing
High
job.
snap over Beardenfall, and he falls on it at the 45-yard line. That third or fourth high snap of this ball game.
Yeah, I think that's something it's easy to say up here in the booth, Mike. I mean, but it is cold out there, too. One thing we haven't really touched on, thinned out a little bit at halftime here, and I don't blame some of these fans. Hopefully you're at home, warm around a fireplace, listening to this football game because it is pretty cold. That center maybe having a little trouble with that grip. You mentioned it, Mike. Cost us 2 points early in the football game and gone over his head a couple of times.
Beardenfall drops back. Has Dalton Hargraves who tries to make a shift move. Dalton wrestled down right at about midfield. And that's going to bring up third down here. Rams need to get across all the way to the 35-yard line, about 16 yards. Clock moving, 6:45 and ticking.
Yeah, just hitting the out route. Hargraves starting inside on the trips, getting into the flap. Beardenfall delivering the football. Third and manageable here. They like going to the little dig screen right here, maybe right over the middle, dump something over the top.
Beardenfall wants to take a shot over the middle, and that is picked at the 30. Beardenfall looking for Hargraves again and just airs it out a little too much.
Yeah, Wenatchee and just a prevent defense, just rushing three defenders and trying to bring the pressure, and Beardenfall just staring right in the middle, lofting one up, and a little too easy there for the Wenatchee defensive back, playing about 25 yards off the line of scrimmage. And jumping right up for the interception. Beardenfall been living a little bit dangerously all football game, and Wenatchee finally forcing the first turnover there against the Rams.
First down and 10 for Jacob Devereaux. Stands at his 40. Quick pass out on the
that
near
is
flat.
a hold. Thank you.
We got a flag coming out here. And on the ground, is that Soptic out there? I'm trying to get a number, Demo.
Yeah, I want to say that is number 6, Noah Soptic. Just a little slow to get up, but he's up and moving.
West Valley had a big run by Devin Anciso, called back on a hold. And then an interception by Ben Beardenfall on their first possession of the second half, trying to answer back. But Panthers now with the football here. First down and 20. About the 37-yard line.
This defensive line has been doing a nice job all night too, Mike. We haven't mentioned them too much, but been putting a lot of pressure on Devereaux in the quarterback position and doing a nice job managing number 25, Jack Flugie, as well.
Over the left side, Flugie picks up about 9 or 10 there.
Great stop by Antonio Barajas. Man, just coming up from that sort of linebacker / safety position. Barajas, we haven't seen him much in the backfield. Started off early in the year getting a lot more rush attempts, but making his name known on that defense. That could have been a huge play as well. They blitzed the outside linebacker. I think that was Kelly Nash coming in from the outside and then dumped a screen right over the top. Those usually don't end very well for a defense, but Barajas mitigating it to a short gain.
Devereaux rolls right, being chased. Uh-oh, that's a late hit there. And we're going to have a flag, I think.
Yeah,
he just lost track of the field.
Yeah, he flopped it too, I think, a little bit, just kind of egging him on, slowing down, and then taking the hit out of bounds. But, yeah, you can't knock him like that. Referees are going to call that every single time. Just a huge play and really kind of looking for it, and then, of course, throwing his hands up and pleading to the referees as well. So I think he was looking for that one the whole way, and sure enough, he got it. A smart play by the senior quarterback, and that's going to be a first down here for Wenatchee. That defense doing a great job of stopping him, but that's a 15-yard penalty. I'm going to put Wenatchee at about the 40-yard line of the Rams. That's a big turn of events right there.
.458 here, third quarter. Wenatchee cross midfield on that late hit penalty. Jacob Devereaux at the 45-yard line. Hands off to Flugie. Flugie is hit at the 40, but just 6'3", 230, looks like about 285-pound frame. Bulls forward for 6.
I might have to watch this kid on the wrestling mat, Mike. I was talking to some of the coaches earlier. This kid is in all-state contention, going to be right in the top of the list for championship in wrestling as well. And I think he clocks in around 240 pounds, and he looks every bit of it out there in shoulder pads as well. Tough to bring down.
Devereaux pitches at the last moment, but that's going to be a Wenatchee first down out to the 27-yard line.
That play's been successful for him. Tough to contain. You have to have your outside linebackers jump that sort of outside containment. You can't ask your defensive end to kind of do all three. Come forward for the dive, capture the quarterback, and then also get the pitch man. You got to have some help from your outside linebackers and the safeties coming down from the top. And unfortunately, that play has turned the corner a couple of times tonight to move the sticks for Wenatchee.
First down and 10. Devereaux going to keep it. Try and get outside. And that's going to be a pickup of 8 yards as they step it off right at the 20-yard line. Now under 4 minutes here remaining in the third quarter.
I think you can kind of get a gauge on what head coach Scott Devereaux is trying to do here. I think it's been all rushing attempts for the most part here on this drive, save for one short little out route, and they're going to turn to their bread and butter, and that's number 25, Jack Flugie, and then let Devereaux do it with his legs on the outside.
Devereaux hands off to Flugie. I don't think he got it, Demo.
Yeah, I thought that was number 27, Nick Gomez from the linebacking position, sneaking in there and tripping him up. Going to bring up 3rd and short. And West Valley needs to be careful here. Man, they are packing that line of scrimmage. Ball's on the 20-yard line, and you're just asking for something over the top. You wonder if head coach Scott Devereaux is going to fake this run play and dump something right over. They're playing zero safety right now.
They get a freebie. Just jumping the line. West Valley a little aggressive. Sometimes that works in your favor. Sometimes you get called for a penalty, Demo. Tough play there for the Rams, but Wenatchee going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, pretty cheap. I think that's the second time a penalty. Man, big plays. Defense doing a nice job stopping the drive, but penalties just killing them. Again, moving the sticks. First, the late hit out of bounds on Devereaux, and this time a big 3rd down play, 3rd and short. Just getting caught at their own game. West Valley been known to do that for ever since we've been up here in the booth, Mike, and kind of getting turned against them there, right there.
Love a hard count. 2:40. Clock moving once again. Jacob Devereaux with Flugie in the backfield. Quick pass, incomplete. Love to see the Rams force a turnover on downs here, maybe an attempted field goal. Backs up against the goal line.
Yeah, nice job. You got to play a little tighter here. I like seeing those linebackers come up a little bit. They're not 4 or 5 yards off the ball. They're coming right in there next to the defensive lineman. Force Scott Devereaux to try and beat you with his arm and take away that run game.
Rams showing blitz. Trying to get Wenatchee to jump. Jacob Devereaux, hands off to Flugie. Man, he is tough to bring down.
Yeah, I think that was Devin Ortiz just shot through for about the 12th time today. Timed his blitz perfectly, split through the lineman, and almost had him right at the line of scrimmage. But bringing down Jack Flugie is a little easier said than done. I feel like after, yards after contact, Mike, we don't really keep track, but man, he's piling them up tonight. He's taking some hits right at the line of scrimmage and always seems to kind of push the pile 3-4 yards down the field, and it's proven effective for the Panthers.
Devereaux keeps it, and nice play.
Oh, my goodness.
Late flag coming
wow.
in. Noah Soptic.
Very late flag.
Comes in over the top.
Yikes. Tough call there. And from the far side, ref, too, didn't have a great look at it. Blocked the whole way. And I'm looking at it on replay. Did not even touch him. Oh, my goodness. Yikes. Looking at it on replay there. Nice coverage by Soptic right over the top. And a very late flag coming from the deep official. And once again, penalty going to move them even closer and give them a first down and bail them out for the 3rd time on this drive.
1:46 remaining here, 3rd quarter. And I think they're just going to move the ball half the distance.
Oh,
but
wow.
That is not
enough for a first down.
Not enough for a first
nice.
down.
Okay.
And it's not automatic. Well, Wenatchee needs to pick this up. Flugie in the backfield with Devereaux. Gotta think that Flugie's going to get the carry here. Takes a step back, get a little more momentum. But he is not going to get it. No way. Rams hold Flugie to maybe a loss of a half yard, maybe no gain. But more importantly, they forced a 4th down here. And Scott Devereaux over on the far side going to have to get creative here.
Yeah, I think that was number 61, Arthur Knight.
Well, you got a 2-point lead, Demo.
Yeah, let's see what they want to do here. And they're lined up like they're going to go for it. You have to think he's going to maybe let it tick down and talk about it. Not sure what the delay is here, but No play coming in from the sideline.
Looking at the stats here, you know, Flugie, 14 carries, 44 yards. Seems like he's put a lot more on the ground, Demo, but that's what we're coming up with. A lot of carries.
Yeah,
the Rams doing a nice job of containing.
That defensive line also, we haven't mentioned them much tonight, but Makana Paikuli, Arthur Knight, Jay Adams doing a nice job on a very difficult assignment of keeping Jack Flugie under wraps, and they've done a pretty nice job to go along with that linebacking core for sure.
Don't go anywhere. Huge fourth down play coming up for your West Valley Ram defense on the Bighorn Network. 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. We are back here for a huge fourth down play coming out of the timeout. West Valley needs it right here. Devereaux going to keep it. He's going to get it. Maybe. Let's see. Boy, he's on the line.
No, the near official's right on top, and he did. He got there. Good play call from the crafty Scott Devereaux, just calling his own son right up the middle with Jack Flugie, this time leading the way as a lineman, just clearing the path, and Devereaux cleaning it up. First and goal from about the 4-yard line here for the Panthers.
Time to tighten things up here for this West Valley Ram defense. And I think Coach Devereaux is going to let the clock tick down here. There's about a second differential between the play clock and the game clock. And so we will be back with fourth quarter action. Rams with their backs up against the wall, down 2 points here on senior night at Clayston Field. We got a great ball game here on the Bighorn Network. Don't go anywhere. We are back here on the Bighorn Network. First down and goal for the Wenatchee Panthers, deep inside West Valley territory. Jack Devereaux going to try and take it in.
Oof.
Wrapped up and dropped. Devin Ortiz with the play.
I think that was Josiah Waters, man, just coming in from the
out
side.
there?
We've called him a couple of times tonight as well. Again, this linebacking core just absolutely diligent on defense, spinning through this side and cleaning up the mess. And number 23, Josiah Waters, the senior, making his last possible game count.
Devereaux calls his own number again, and this time punches it in for a Wenatchee Panther touchdown as they extend their lead over the Rams on senior night.
That's a tough one to give up too, Mike. I thought this defense came up with a lot of good plays, really being stingy on defense. Just a couple of big penalties, maybe one tough call there, and unable to hold them on defense. Wenatchee now up 22-14 with the potential extra point ensuing.
Yeah, big extra point here for Wenatchee. It is up and good, so they take a 9-point lead early on here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time for West Valley to get back in it. Ben Beardenfall and this West Valley offense has a work cut out. We're going to take a short break and come back to you on the Bighorn Network. West Valley down 23-14 as we return from the break. Big kick here handled by Seth Woodcock, and a reverse to Josiah Waters. Josiah stiff arms, and he is up to the 35-yard line. But West Valley, plenty of time here to get back in this. Just down 9 points, but sophomore Ben Beardenfall looking to get back into a little bit of a rhythm here with his offense.
I think you got to get Beardenfall. Man, they just looked so good when he was hot. I think you got to try and get him some of those nice, crisp, maybe 1-2 step passes instead of trying to go deep.
Devin Anciso, 3-yard pickup on first down. Breaks off that initial contact. He is just tough to bring down.
He moves really good side to side and really spins off a lot of tackles. I remember a couple of runs from him throughout the season. We could put together a highlight reel and some of the spin moves we've seen, but Love's very shifty runner, spins out of tackles very well.
Movement on Wenatchee side, encroachment across the line. So West Valley going to pick up 5 here, bring up second down at about 3 yards. Maybe call it a long 2. We'll take it. 10:40 left in the ball game.
I think you need a nice drive right here. I know there's a lot of time left, but just to get this offense kind of back in rhythm. Second half, haven't done too much. A nice long drive by the Wenatchee Panthers. Have to put something together here if you're.
Boy, we got him again, Demo, on that count.
You betcha.
You get a freebie right here.
And that's what you need, too. Just like Wenatchee showed, that you need a little bit of those, need a little help from the defense sometimes. And that's going to move the sticks for West Valley. That's going to be their 11th first down of this football game. And this offense has moved the ball, especially those last 2 drives at the end of the first half.
10:30 clock moving. Beardenfall with Enciso in the backfield. It's a drop. Oh, he gets hit.
Oh, pushed him there.
No flag.
Wow, now that's
Boy, I
not
thought we were
pass
going to get a
interference.
hit on Beardenfall, and
wow, nothing all the way around.
Man.
I think you could have picked and chose. Maybe we're reaching here, Mike. Referees doing their best job, of course, but man, thought the defensive back really kind of pushed the receiver right before he deflected that. No call from the deep official who was right on top of
Didn't
it.
look like a late hit on Ben either. He got there right in time, right as he was letting go of the ball. So a little screen to Summers, goes nowhere. It's going to bring up third down on the loss of about 1 on the play.
It's a big play right here. It might even have 2 downs to get this, Mike. I'm not sure if head coach Ryan Scott would punt this away. Kind of ticking down here. 9:45 left to go. It's a 2-score ball game. You like to keep your offense on the field, of course, but don't have to get it all in 1 down here.
Ben Beardenfall takes a shot out to
Nice
Seth
delivery.
Woodcock. Nice pitch and catch. And a West Valley Ram touchdown. Boy, you need that right now.
Yeah, the first down, about 14 yards. Again, number 3, Woodcock, just going to the sticks and out route. And it's all about timing right there from your quarterback to your receiver. Delivers the football, steps up, and delivers an accurate throw on the outside shoulder to move the sticks. Wow, huge play, clutch throw on 3rd down.
Beardenfall keeps it, rolls around to the outside. Boy, wrapped up and dropped. Coaches on the near side want a flag.
Yeah,
None doing.
lead official right on it. Didn't quite see enough to give that. Thought he kind of took him down to the turf a little hard, but that's all right. We don't need it. West Valley moving the ball on their own, and thought that was a pretty clean tackle out of bounds. Referees, again, it's easy to say that up in the booth with instant replay, but they're doing a good job tonight. Well, false start. I think they're going to get the right tackle. I'm going to say that's number 73, Jay Adams, senior. Had a nice season as well, doing a great job on the offensive line. See him a little bit on defense as well.
Beardenfall, 16 completions, 25 attempts, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns at 1 interception. And Cecil in the backfield with him, 9 carries, 44 yards, 8:20 to go here in the ball game. High snap handled by Oh, and Cecil gets out of the initial tackle, and man, love watching him run, Demo. He is just tough to bring down out there.
Some heavy blocks up front too, Mike. I think they were pulling the guard over to the side and just kind of lay that out. Call that a little bit of a trap. He let the defensive end go, and then that pulling guard just kind of lays him out. I want to say that was number 58, James Bolin, the 6'2", 205-pound senior, really kicking out that defensive end.
3rd down coming up. Big play for the Rams. A little screen pass to Enciso. He's got blockers out front. Enciso with some room. Enciso cuts. Enciso for the end zone. Woo! Touchdown Rams, and we got a flag back at the 28-yard line.
Wow.
No!
Oh my God. There was 8 blockers in front of him. My goodness.
I just don't know, Demo.
I mean, that's just that's really tough.
Tough call.
Wow. That's tough, and the fans are letting them have it here, as they should, watching it on replay. That's tough.
Man, he had
Yikes.
3 or 4 blockers out in front. I don't know how you get a hold out of that.
Well, when
but
you have 3.
Tough call.
3. Oh, and they're going to get another penalty here.
I don't doubt it. We'll see what happens.
A sideline penalty. My goodness. Yikes. The referees just taking over this football game. And, when you have 3 linemen, 3 blockers on 1 defender, and to call a hold on, watching the replay, that's really tough. Yikes.
Tough call. this Ram offense. Let's see if we can bounce back here. 3rd down and 7. Beardenfall handles the snap. Takes a shot out on the near side. And I think he got it.
It's going to be enough for
Seth
a first.
Woodcock gets the first down. Love to see that after a tough play. 7:14 to go in the ball game. But, man, points off the board, and CISO, the brilliant screenplay at blockers out front, called back on a tough holding penalty. And now Antonio Barajas with a carry. And CISO getting a little bit of a break there. Barajas gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I had a couple of tough calls here for West Valley, but still in this football game. Still can walk away with points here. 2nd down and 10. Ball near in the red zone. We're still in this thing.
And Beardenfall on a broken play gets wrapped up and dropped.
Yikes. Again, that snap. He's been having trouble handling that all night. A little bit hot and a little bit high. Not sure if he was going to hand that ball off to Anciso on the play. Had to keep it, rolled left for a loss of about 4 yards. And now another 3rd and long here for this offense.
Here we go, Ben. Let's go get this right here. Definite 4th down territory.
Yeah, got to be tough here. Wenatchee in definite prevent. Again, only going to rush 3 here. You have to think. Just rushing 3.
Out on the near side. Dalton Hargraves had it. Tried to make a little move without the football there. Incomplete. Man, he wants that one back. 5:48 clock stopped. 4th down play coming up.
Yeah, you know it's 4 down territory here, and so you just would have loved another 5 yards to make it a little more manageable on 4th. Unable to haul that in. Not sure what the temperature is outside, but it is definitely cold out there.
Beardenfall rolls right. Takes a shot. He's got a receiver open at that time. Dalton Hargraves brings it down for a West Valley Ram touchdown.
And they can't throw a flag on that. You bet. The wheel route over to the side. Hargraves starting from the inside slot position. And he's just going to kind of wheel out like he's running the out route and run up the field. The corner goes with the post. And Dalton Hargraves, the freshman, gets West Valley right in the mix. Down 3 points right now with the extra point ensuing. Beautiful pitch and catch. And it's a tough play for that corner. Who do you go with? The man you're guarding runs a post route, but you're in zone.
That kick is up and good. We have ourselves a ball game here. 5:42 to go here on senior night. Rams pull within 2. Don't go anywhere on the Bighorn Network. Mike Moore alongside of Dr. Demo. Bring you 4th quarter action. We're back here at Clayson Field. Rams pull within a couple. Get that scoreboard updated here. Sorry, 23-21, Dave.
And, man, this has been one of the more exciting football games we've seen all season, Mike. The offense just coming alive here. Goes the first 4 drives. A safety involved early there, and then Ben Beardenfall just turning it on. 3 touchdown passes tonight, and really.
Oh, boy, that bounces off. A little squib. Nice cut up to the 30-yard line. Ram defense, we're talking about in that short break. Demo, they've been doing a job tonight, keeping everything in front of them.
Yeah, just some tough calls, some tough plays, some tough drives extended where they almost got off of the field. And again, you need a stop right here. 5:34 left to go in this football game. West Valley with all 3 timeouts left, but we are getting late in this football game, and I think you got to rely on this defense, man. Need one stop here to kind of keep this season alive.
Let's go, D. Flugie, gets a fake, and, man, closing in a hurry. A.J. Kelly Nash, that could have gone for a lot more out there. That's a nice fake on that option.
And they finally got it. You need that outside linebacker to get containment. You can't ask the defensive end to kind of hold the anchor on that when you have the quarterback with the football. Defensive end has to come down, take care of the quarterback, and then that outside linebacker has to get out on the pitch man. That time, Kelly Nash finally closing the gap. Still a pickup of 4, but mitigating that option play.
Flugie with a handoff this time finds some running room. He's going to be about a half yard short. 3rd down coming up.
That was a big hole, too. I thought that could have gone for a lot more. Good job tripping him up. A big 3rd down and short play here for this defense. Can't jump off sides here either, Mike. That's been another thing here on these 3rd and short plays.
Rams don't getting into it here. Bleachers banging around, making some noise. 3rd down and short. They want to stop. 4:14 clock moving. Wenatchee handoff. Oh, the right side.
No way. You bet.
Denied at the 39-yard line.
A great spot by the referee.
Boy, Scott Devereaux with the decision here. Do you give the Rams a short field or you try and punch it?
Yeah, I think they're going to go here, Mike. Scott Devereaux leaving his offense out, and you have to think, and here we go. I think scratch that. Punt team is coming out.
Field position.
Yeah.
Wenatchee defense hasn't been playing that bad.
I think they're going to
put up a couple hundred yards in the air.
I think they're going to keep their defense on the field.
Watch the fake here.
And a little bit of, I think this is definite fake material.
Devereaux wants to talk about things here, maybe reassess this situation.
Yeah, interesting. Man, let's see, 3:19 left to go. You get that 1st down. You kind of change the outcome of this football game, and let's see what he wants to do. You have to assume there might be some sort of trickery. I think if you're head coach Ryan Scott, you tell your punt team, listen, let's try and get the football back, but we have to be aware of this fake punt. We cannot jump off sides. And Scott Devereaux's been doing this a long time. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. You have to think something coming here on 4th and let's call it half a yard here, Mike. Huge play here late in this football game.
Boy, West
Big
Valley
implications.
Ram defense has earned this one right here. They need one more. Put themselves in great opportunities tonight to make some plays.
West Valley's got the defense. They got their first team defense on the field.
It's a fake.
Yeah, you kind of knew it was coming, didn't you, Mike? And there you go. You knew Scott Devereaux was going to dial something up. West Valley tried to contain it, left their defense on the field, but just couldn't kind of break through, and that's going to move the sticks. A little bit of a backbreaker here once again for this defense, unable to get off of the field. The 4th down conversion, and the clock is rolling here, ticking down right around 3 minutes. Coming into play, West Valley with all 3 timeouts remaining. But they're going to have a stop on this down series right here.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Oh, that's a hold. My goodness. Thank you. 2 flags on the field.
Dropping.
Yikes.
Flugie. Soptic.
That's going to stop the clock as well. That's huge. Going to force them back 10 yards and then also stop the clock. Exactly what they needed. Refs all over it. I think they caught number 64, Calvin Bishop, the senior offensive lineman, just tackled the West Valley defender. And again, I think stopping the clock is relevant also. Still going to be first down, but with 2:40 left to go in this football game, and scratch that, they will roll the clock.
Rams.
He's out of bounds.
Blitzer, so clock's going to stop at 2:25.
Yeah.
Second down. You just want to stay in bounds if you're Wenatchee.
Yeah, not sure if that's what Scott Devereaux wanted right there. You're going to stop the clock and just pick up about 4 or 5 yards. I think he would have traded that for maybe keep the clock moving a little bit, but works in West Valley's favor. 2:25 left to go.
Jacob Devereaux keeps it around the right side. Going to take a shot over the top, and that is complete. And a Wenatchee first down across the 40-yard line in Ram territory. Big play for the Panthers.
Going after number 2, Sam Summers, once again, just unable to kind of turn his head around, and they've been kind of picking on him all night with those double moves. Again, the out and up. Summers just turning the wrong way, unable to locate the football. And it's easy to say up here in the booth, want to kind of jump on that out route or jump on those slant routes, but Sam Summers having a tough time staying with that double move once again. And now that defense is going to switch things up.
Flugie across the right side gets upended.
And they're going to have to start
AJ
burning
Kelly
some.
Nash makes a play on the far side.
They're gonna have
2 minutes left.
Yeah, they're going to have to start burning some timeouts here, Mike.
West Valley is going to take their first timeout of the half. And we're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Rams need to get a stop here on defense. 2 minutes to go in this ball game, but Wenatchee on top, 23-21. We are back on the Big Horn Network. Mike Moore alongside Dr. Demo, bringing you live action here from Clayson Field. Jack Flugie. It's a handoff up the middle. 1:54 on the clock. I think head coach Ryan Scott's going to burn another timeout here to stop things up. 3rd down and 8. Or call it 6 coming up.
1 timeout remaining for West Valley. I think if you're going to get it, got to get it right here. You have to think they're going for it on 4th down as well. So if you're head coach Scott Devereaux, you got 2 downs here, but West Valley kind of their last shot here of getting back into this football game. 23-21, minute 54 left to go. West Valley 1 timeout. 3rd and about 6, and a huge play coming up for this defense once again, just unable to get off the field here in the second half. Wenatchee putting together some very long drives, slow, methodical series, running the football and mixing in a pass here and there when they need a big play, and helped out with some penalties as well on this West Valley defense, but need them to show up right here, this West Valley squad. They've been doing it all season, Mike.
Got to get a stop. Here we go. Big one coming up. Flugie with it. Goes absolutely nowhere. Ram front line with a huge stop.
Got to give credit to Ryan Scott right there. He just absolutely loaded the box. Zero coverage, bringing in all the linebackers about 1 yard behind the defensive lineman. Ryan Scott going to burn his last time out here. And fourth down and the season for West Valley. Need it one more time. 1:41 left to go. And I think you kind of read two options here. I think one, you have to defend that option play from this Panther offense. They've been having a tough time all night getting that linebacker outside and getting the pitch man. And that's a big field, ball on the right hash. Maybe a little bit towards the midline, but still you have to think of that option play. And then also, if you're that secondary, you have to know where the sticks are. And let's see, I think this is actually in punt formation. So head coach Scott Devereaux is going to make the sophomore quarterback do it from a long field. And they're going to punt this football on the 35-yard line, Mike.
Yeah, safe call there from Scott Devereaux. Your defense has done a decent job tonight. Just a directional kick out of bounds. And pins West Valley inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, so they're going to have to go about 91 yards from the sophomore quarterback with 1:34. No timeouts left, Mike, for the season.
Here we go.
And I think, if your quarterback, Ben Berdenfalt, he's been doing a great job all night, put a lot of nice passes together. You have to realize that's actually a lot of time, okay? We got time to go. You don't have to get it all in one shot here. Let's have a methodical drive and get something in the end zone.
Berdenfalt drops back, takes a shot up top. Incomplete. Looking for Seth Woodcock. Down at about the 30-yard line.
Again, a little dangerous for me. Two defensive backs double covered there. I think you don't have to go for that long pass play. We wanted the flag route from the slot receiver, but just kind of lofting it up there. A little dangerous pass.
Second down here for West Valley. Beardenfall overthrows Woodcock. So third down now, 1:23 to go. Clock stopped.
And now you got to move the chains. You have 2 downs to do it. Again, something a little conservative. He's had a lot of success with the out routes, maybe something at the sticks. But you don't get that first down, this ball game's over. You don't have to go deep right here. You got to move the chains and get some momentum going here on this drive.
Ben, a keeper, has some running room. Lowers his shoulder. Boy, I think he got a first down, Dave. So that's going to stop the clock right there. Get back to the line, young fella, and let's get this thing rolling. 1:15 to go.
Wow, great play call by Ryan Scott.
Wenatchee player down here.
Great play call by head coach Ryan Scott, too. We haven't seen it all ball game, but Ben Beardenfall doing a nice job with his legs as well. Drops back, turns it up, had a blocker out in front of him, and moves the sticks, exactly what they needed. Ball on the 20-yard line, and that is a Wenatchee player down, so you get a little breather, call your play in, and snap the ball as soon as you can. 1:15 left to go. Wind behind Beardenfall's back, blowing left to right here at Clayson Field. Clock stopped. Will start on the referee's whistle. And you can hear the crowd here getting into it at Clayson. Maybe they're just trying to warm up, Mike, but
First down and 10, 1:06 on the clock. Beardenfall looking for a shot downfield. He's got a receiver open at the 42-yard line.
yeah.
Ronald Clippert coming down with it. Another big play. Rams hustling to the line as the chain gang is getting set here. Clock winds. Ben spikes it.
Nice, exactly what they needed. Clippert, the in route, and just sinking it right over the linebackers and in front of the safeties. A prevent defense by the Wenatchee Panthers, and just going right underneath them. Beardenfall delivering that on the money in the shoulders of Clippert. Exactly what they needed. Ball on the 41-yard line as they march. 53 seconds left to go.
Trips right for Beardenfall, looking that way. Now he takes a shot over the middle, overthrows Sam Summers, who flashed open briefly. Third down, clock at 49 seconds.
I like the shot. He tried to split the safeties there. Unfortunately, Summers just got caught in that linebacker just a little bit too much, and as he skirted free, just couldn't quite get up under it. Lucky that wasn't intercepted there.
Low snap. Beardenfall gets it, and he gets open. He's got, Dalton Hargraves open on the near side. I don't know how Ben saw him out there.
Yeah.
But just missed him.
I thought my goodness, that snap never made it anywhere. I think it just rolled on the ground. Beardenfall, you thought he was going to take it and run, but no shot to get that football. Just never got it back there. Picked it up and rolling right. I thought he was just kind of throwing it out of bounds, but almost hit Hargraves as he flashed open. And this is fourth down.
Ball game
season.
right here. 44 seconds. Here we go. Got to get it. High snap.
Goodness.
Then comes down with it.
Oh, boy.
And that is incomplete. And that will likely do it here for this ball game. Wenatchee celebrating on the far side as they will move on, presumably to that crossover play or to the playoff game.
Yeah, I think you wanted number 3, Seth Woodcock. Again, went to the sticks on the out route, but Wenatchee in that prevent defense, tough to find holes there with that many men in the secondary. But I'll tell you what, you saw Ben Beardenfall kind of hanging his head, walking off of the field, but this kid has nothing to hang his head for. Just put on an absolute show here. And for West Valley fans, it was refreshing to see the ball flying through the air all night. Had the yardage, just the one interception, a couple of touchdowns, and he kept West Valley in this football game. Absolutely. Nothing to hang your head about, young man. And I'm excited to watch him grow over the next 2 years as well, Mike.
We'll be back with our post-game wrap-up as the clock will tick down to 0 here. These seniors, a tough loss, but take a short break. Be back to you at Clayson Field. Rams fall to the Panthers, 23-21. Welcome back to Bighorn Network broadcast. West Valley Rams versus the Wenatchee Panthers. Your Rams fall 23-21. Your final score. Tough loss for the seniors here on senior night, but they will get another opportunity to play up here on their home turf at Clayson Field on Thursday in a non-counting crossover game versus Meade. Game will start, I believe, at 7 p.m. But Dave, a lot of positives here. We got a young team, called out quite a few sophomores, and I don't think there's any doubt who gets the game ball tonight. Sophomore quarterback Ben Beardenfall doing a nice job in his third start. 19 for 34, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns, and just really kept his composure in a very tight game. Made some beautiful throws, and looking forward to watching Ben here as he gets more and more experience at the helm of the Ryan Scott offense.
West Valley going to finish the season 4-5 overall, just 1-5 in the Columbia Basin Big Nine, and they're going to finish 6th in the district. I think some of the highlights for me, it's been a privilege watching this linebacking core all season. Number 21, Devin Ortiz. He's a junior, by the way. He'll be back next year. Number 23, Josiah Waters, the senior. He'll be in all-league contention here at the end of the season. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up in the all-league awards. And then, of course, number 33, A.J. Kelly Nash. Just been an absolute pleasure watching this kid play, as well as all 3 of those young men. And I do believe that linebacking core has really held this team together all year. They had a great non-league schedule, victories against Hermiston, Federal Way, and Walla Walla, and did a great job outside of the conference. But unfortunately, playing those teams in here, the loss to Eisenhower, a tough 6-0 loss. Mike, you and I broadcasted that together, and then a couple of other tough losses against Sunnyside, Eastmont, Moses Lake. Eastmont and Moses Lake, by the way, 2 of the top teams in the state. They're going to go deep into the state playoffs. So a tough conference schedule, and West Valley maybe not the results they were looking for, but I must say this linebacking core has been one of the best in the business, and it's been a real pleasure to watch them play all season.
Well, we enjoyed bringing you the 2023 season here on the Bighorn Network. Dave, want to thank you for joining me on so many games. Also want to thank Coach Mark Mokel out there for making a couple road trips, and Mike Hummel filling in for me versus that Davis game.
That was a great game.
Takes a network of friends and just people kind of committed to having fun out there to bring all of our fans and the West Valley Ram fans these games. So we appreciate you guys joining us. Especially want to thank Little Demo, David Moore on the camera, and Declan Moore had some couple games under his belt. And so, yeah, just an awesome time during this 2023 season. But we will sign off, and we will see you next year. Rams fall to the Panthers 23-21.